Welcome to Joe's Astrology, and today is Tuesday, April 2nd, 2024, and Mercury has just went retrograde, so I want to start there, and a couple things I want to say about Mercury. Mercury retrograde generally points to the right brain, and the person who has Mercury retrograde in their chart, their right brain is typically leading the left brain. So leading the conscious mind, they're very intuitive. And when Mercury goes retrograde, a person who has that in their chart, it not necessarily a bad thing because they're used to it. They actually could feel better under a Mercury retrograde. And I know yesterday, and many times I relay this kind of message. I didn't know Mercury. I wasn't really thinking Mercury was going retrograde, and I felt very introverted and quiet, more quiet than I normally am where I was. And then I checked the chart, and there's Mercury was retrograde. And another story I want to give. I'm gonna do a chart analyzation of my father, of his chart, and he's just been in the process of buying and selling cars, and I just talked to him this morning, and Mercury went retrograde, and here he is, seemingly the impossible deal is all about to go through, and he also has Mercury retrograde, and this just occurred. This just all kind of came to a head as Mercury just went retrograde. So if you like astrology and like looking at charts, subscribe to the channel because I'm going to do that probably here sometime in the next week, especially if the deal goes through. A couple other things about Mercury retrograde that I wanted to mention. There's definitely the need to look inward. So certainly when Mercury goes retrograde, most people could feel that right now. People who have Mercury retrograde in their natal chart, there's more. Let me just read here from a book that I have, and I definitely see that this is true. Natal Mercury retrograde is lifelong purging the buildup within the soul of excessive information that is holding back the soul's progress from going forward. So we see even now in the information age, there's information everywhere, and people just kind of are drawn to information that they like. They don't necessarily know how to discriminate the information or decipher the information. And this can definitely lead to lifetimes of many lifetimes of going places and being led places that isn't necessarily moving the soul in the direction that it wants to go. The personality is, instead of the soul leading the personality, the ego is leading the soul. So we definitely can see that with Mercury. People have Mercury retrograde. And hell, this may even be the case for me. I haven't given it that much thought. I'll have to think about that myself. We also have the Venus conjunct Neptune, and I did a video on Venus Neptune in my last video. If you want to check that out. Also, I just speaking of Venus Neptune being very musical and artistic. And I was around somebody yesterday, and she started singing and started talking about how she felt musical. And I had to mention that Venus is conjunct Neptune in the sky, which I think is pretty interesting. Pretty interesting experience there to have that person who knows nothing about astrology start singing and mention that she felt musical. Also, I just did Jay-Z's chart, And another one I saw, he has Venus conjunct Neptune. Another synchronicity where I didn't I didn't know Jay-Z had Venus Neptune. I just thought, let's do Jay-Z's chart. It's a good time to do Jay-Z's chart. I just did Diddy's chart, and here it was during the Venus Neptune conjunction. Jay-Z also has that Venus Neptune conjunction in Scorpio. And we also have Moon in Capricorn, which I might speak more to in the next video. Just to say, I've known a lot of Moon and Capricorn people. They are very earthy and down to earth, practical, interested in, they're interested in being a father, whether in one way or another they're fathering people, whether their own children or other people or in business. They could be involved in having father issues that are being worked out in this life. Their emotions, they tend to use that practicality and that drive to make money and earn money, and especially here if they have it in the first or second decan of Capricorn, their idea of dealing with their emotions or having an emotional life is family. It's very external. They can be very materialistic. I have personally never met a Moon in Capricorn that I really vibed with on a deep level. I've had many Moon in Capricorn friends, but on a deep level, I've never been able to connect with them. It's very just kind of hanging out, superficial. Friends that I have fun with, that maybe I've worked with, but never on a real deep level. I don't think I would ever find myself, me personally, I don't think I would ever find myself in a relationship, an intimate relationship with a Moon in Capricorn, as well as someone with a heavy 10th house. And me being a Capricorn sun, that could have something to do with it. That idea that, if you are a Capricorn, you might enjoy a Capricorn moon, or if you're an Earth person, you might enjoy a Capricorn moon as someone as a friend, but not as an intimate. I think I will leave it there, and hope you enjoyed this daily forecast, and I will definitely speak more to the Moon in Capricorn next time, so I hope you check that out, and have a great day.